I've always condemned a lot of rubbish that I've seen on the internet. And one people that I was trying to hold accountable is our men. And unfortunately, I really did not know exactly who Nigerian men were. But last week, for the first time, I could see that, wait, our men are not so different from our women. Oh. Like, I always usually say that Nigerian men and Nigerian women are not different from each other. Like, if a brother and a sister come out from the same house, it is most likely that they would have almost the same character trait. Why? Because either genetically they came from the same parents, or maybe the same environment influenced their behaviors and character. So I always say that it is just dynamics and situations that will show exactly who we are. And when a man is in power, it will seem as if he's the one who is more dominant and abusive. But if you put a woman in the same situation, you would now realize that, wait, oh, it's like these men and these women are the same, because the same man who is abusive to his wife, if you put a house help in that house, you begin to see how the woman treats that child. So I wanted to connect how our alimajirism is the same. And thank God last week I saw it for myself, Kurukuru. I Show Speed came in, and I hardly saw any woman begging him in those videos. I agree that maybe a few, but I saw majority of the men there, people's boyfriends, people's husbands, people's fathers, automatically turned Alimajiri, begging up and down. And then I began to say, wait, is this not the same thing we accuse our women for? The same thing we say that, oh, these women like beggy beggy. Look at men, matured, muscular men begging this young man of 21. But that's another part. Another thing that I realized is how hypocritical we are as men. Now, we would accuse women of not speaking truths or wanting to hear lies. But for the first time, I saw men defending lies. I saw men who were dishonorable men. Koro koro. When a woman comes out to say that she was physically abused, a lot of men will come and say, wait, we agree that abusing somebody physically is bad, but we should also speak about the triggers. Because as much as we want to condemn physical abuse, verbal abuse and other forms of abuse are equally as bad as the physical one. Now, a few months ago, I saw a video where VDM was provoking a man on a flight. I think Mr. Jollof on a flight. And then he provoked this man to the point that this guy stood up and attacked VDM. For the first time, I saw men defending VDM and saying, oh, he is not perfect. He is a human being. At least for the first time, he has done something to show us that he is human. And so we should not hold it against him. I agree. But you have forgotten that that same man that he triggered is a human being. Now again, another case came up where a person, I would not like to call his name, was triggering Wizkid for over a week. I mean, for 6 complete days, this guy was calling out the FCs. He was calling out Wizkid. He was speaking ill about this man. And for the first time, this man responded. All the internet was let loose. And then I saw men coming out to speak against Wizkid and say, oh, why would you speak in such a manner about a legend called Fela? This guy has never spoken ill about Fela. This guy even has a tattoo of Fela on his body to tell you how he respects and reveres that man. In fact, he doesn't have a tattoo of his father. He only has a tattoo of Murayo, his mom and his daughter, on his body. So how do you think that he doesn't respect this man? And so people now quickly forgot who actually triggered him, who actually caused this reaction. And men who are supposed to have honor came out and started coming for the victim. Like, I couldn't believe that. Like, I'm still in shock that Nigerian men could be this hypocritical. I thought men are supposed to be truthful and speak facts or speak truth to its face. So, where did we lose it? How did we become exactly like the things that we actually complain about? How? I mean, I know I love Wizkid. I know that, but I do not usually mingle in this type of conversations. And if I speak about this topic directly, I might be a bit biased, and so I wouldn't want to talk. But I want to come to speak to us as men from a moral point of view. How can somebody be coming at a person for 6 consecutive days? You kept on coming for him. You kept on coming for him. And obviously, everybody knows that this guy in question, Wizkid, he's somebody who doesn't even like most of your celebrities. He doesn't want to relate with them. He doesn't want to roll with them. And again, when you look at what Asher Speed did, I think I began to understand why Whiskey usually doesn't want to mingle with a lot of you celebrities. I began to understand why he would rather be on his own than relate with most of you. Because it was clear that like there is a pure agenda to bring this guy down. But you know the thing is this guy is blessed and there's nothing we can naturally do about it. He's going to be here for a very long time and the FCs are always going to support this guy, whether you like it or not. It's something you have to just accept. And this guy is a legend. Remember when Fela was even alive, when I heard my father when he spoke about him, a lot of people didn't respect him. Some people called him names. They said, oh, he was a useless man who was sleeping around with women, who lived a very smoking, like they depicted him in a very negative light until when this man was late. That's when they began to respect and call him legend. I think the same thing would happen to Wizkid because the truth is that while being alive, most men are not being appreciated. Whether we like it or not, Wizkid is a legend and that's period.